And Fuse is in the studio. It's Fuse!
We active, we live.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm good, bro. How you doing, man? Good morning, man.
Good. Always good to see you.
You know what? For rock stars, this is early, Andy. For rock stars, last night I was out, on a YouTube event. So I respect you for always every day, early, and you sound like you've been awake for a minute.
Yeah.
So I'll try to get to your level right now. So
not easy, man. Let's keep it tuned in. We'll be right back. When we come back, we'll begin our conversation with Fuse. ODG is Daybreak Hitz here on Hits 103.9 FM. The other time, the food you got me was dope.
I thought you was gonna say something deep,
yo.
But that is deep, though. I'm glad your soul was satisfied.
Yo. That food was dope. Unfortunately, I've got some fresh braces on, and so I can chew harder. Mastication has become a bit problem for me now.
Oh no!
And so I've taken a back seat, but immediately I'm giving the nod to chew heavily.
Straight to chew that out.
I'm giving you a call.
I got you, bro.
That's dope. That's dope. Anyway, welcome.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
So how have you been?
I've been blessed, I've been blessed. It's been a while since I last saw you, actually.
Yes.
It's been a while, but I've been blessed working on new music, signing new artists from Ghana. I really want to start with Ghana, so I've been spending time here and working with new artists over here. I just signed Fela Nuna, who's an amazing artist. Ghana has so much female talent, and I think we all need to do our part to help elevate them. So I'm definitely on that movement right now, pushing other talent like Fela. I've also been working with a South African artist called Heavy K.
Okay.
So we're working on an album, like an EP/album together. And yeah, I'm very excited, and obviously the world has been locked down for a very long time now. And it's now opening up. So, I also have shows that I have to go and do soon next month, So, but yeah, man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be alive. And, the pandemic just did a madness, and just to be alive right now,
crazy.
It's an asset.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to even be next to you, speaking to you, and you're looking good as well. I'm grateful for that too. You know what I'm saying? So
speaking of Fela, how did it come up, and why her?
Now, I think Fela is one of the best female talents in Ghana. Even one of the best talents in Ghana, actually, because to me, she's always been good, and I feel like at Ghana we need to do more in pushing the talent that we get, and I feel like there's not enough structures and enough platforms and enough organizations helping to support and invest in Ghana talent. And Fela is someone I've always been a fan of, and I've always spent time and just listening to her music before she even releases it. So eventually it just made sense for us to now get together and actually push together, put our movements together and just push together. So she's definitely one of my favorite artists from Ghana, and it's a pleasure to be able to work with her.
Did she approach you?
She approached me years ago, though, bro. It wasn't even recently, let's say 2017. Do you get me? So, and then from there, I just stayed in touch. We stayed in touch, and I just kept watching her moves and everything that she would drop. Fela's got, her voice is amazing. Her stage presence is on point. So all she needs is just the right team and the right kind of people to help her put the right songs together and take it to the world. So she did reach out to me years ago, but we stayed in touch, and eventually, we made it official.
But why didn't you sign her instantly? Or was it because
I like to spend time with people to make sure that the relationship is real.
Okay.
So we built a real relationship. So Fela, to me, I trust her. We built trust, and before you could do business with someone, you have to build that trust, and we managed to do that. And also work on music. We've been working on music for over a year now. So we have a whole catalogue of bangers ready to drop. So we had to just spend time, build the trust, make the music that we know the people are gonna love, then launch. Yeah.
Before Fela, you had signed Tiffany. It's Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany.
Right? Yeah. And
I saw her a few days ago.
Yeah, I was with you guys. Have you forgotten?
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was even stunned up looking at. I was like, yo, you guys still have that relationship?
Yeah. No. Tiffany's family. That's the thing. I'm the kind of person that before we even work, we have to spend time. So Tiffany's always been family. Even before me and her worked, we got together, we signed her. She became family, and it's a family event. And obviously, me and her, we're like family anyway, so it was great being around, you know, her family and everything, and to spend time like that. But yeah, definitely, I've always had a great relationship with Tiffany. I love her so much, man. And Tiffany's a legend, by the way. She's paved the way.
Yeah.
It's Tiffany. You have paved the way for what's happening in Ghana for female talent right now.
So why did you have to let her go?
So with Tiffany, we finished obviously the contract, and she took a break. So she took a break. So when she was ready, she got back in touch. And again, it's a process of spending time and rebuilding. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but me and Tiffany are talking actually.
To bring it back?
I'm ready when she's ready. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, it's a process for her too. You can't force her to, you know, get straight back into it. She has to also live life. You know, because she also has her own life and her family, you know, and so she has to go through her own process. And she knows that I'm there. And whenever Tiffany hits me up, I'm always there. And we do spend time together, you know. So you can actually tell her, yo, I'm ready when she's ready. And she knows that too.
Well, if only she's interested to work.
Exactly. I mean, so she has to be in that zone. Do you know what I'm saying? So and now I'm ready for that.
Because you and Tiffany's collaborations,
Magic.
man.
Magic.
I just love it. I just love it.
This is one of my favorite songs with Tiffany, actually.
Too much, man.
It's crazy. It's magic.
And Killbeatz brought his A game to it. Speaking of Killbeatz, what's happening with you and Killbeatz?
Killbeatz family as well. Trust me, family as well. Everybody has a journey in life, and you have to understand that. And and the journey move. Everybody has their own journey, and it moves different for different people at different times. Tiffany had to obviously take her break and come back. Obviously, me and Killbeatz, we're always gonna be family. Do you understand? Whether there's differences or not. So I'm sure that eventually things will align. But right now, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. Tiffany's doing their thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But we're all family, trust me. But
I'm very sure a lot of people bother you with this Killbeatz thing.
Yeah.
Because immediately I posted your picture. I mean, the first question that came out, what's his relationship with Killbeatz? Andy, when is Killbeatz? I mean, when you go through the comments, I mean, you get a lot of Killbeatz questions.
Yeah. Nah, he's family, man.
So won't you guys work anytime soon?
When the stars align, hopefully we'll be able to work. But
has it affected you?
I wouldn't say it's affected me, but he's always going to be family to me. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, everybody has their own journey where, you know, for me as an artist, I feel like I've grown as an artist. Do you understand? Okay. And I got to a stage where I had to make sure that I live what I've been saying. So in terms of like building in Africa and focusing on building the schools and focusing on working with other talent, and also actually being that fight, you know, linking up with someone like Damian Marley, you know, making a song like Breathier and trying to bring our people back home. So I kind of was going through a journey where it's like I have to now fight for my people, you know, and I know you saw me posting those videos and you know, standing up for my people and all of that. Do you understand? And even leaving the UK to come to Ghana and spending a lot of time to Ghana to build a school and to fight for my people. So everybody go through their journey, and I'm so sure that eventually, because trust me, Killbeatz family, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm sure that things will align, and you know, when we get back together, I know it's going to be fine.
For sure. I'm so grateful that you've even taken time to explain this, because in fact, when I was about asking, I felt like you go like, oh man, I don't want to talk about it.
No.
I mean, that's very typical of our people. Once you mention it, oh man, can we? I'm here to talk about my music. I'm here to talk about myself. Why do you have to bring this up? But
I mean, that's what, as artists, you know, we put ourselves out there, and it comes with all these kind of questions, because we actually sacrifice our lives for this. This is what we live. This is our life. So I can understand, because we put ourselves out there. So when the question is asked, we have to do the best to answer it. Do you get me?
Right. But what's the motivation behind your new look, though?
I just wanted to it started with the lockdown. And just, you know.
you know, kill me. When you popped up, you were always in cap. But is this guy bald or what?
No way, bro. I'm too young for that, man. Come on, bro. But nah. I thought it's it's just the lockdown started it. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously I was rocking the This Is New Africa hat.
Okay.
Then I, you know, doing the Kente kind of hat as well.
Right.
So I've gone through different looks, but this one was more inspired by the lockdown. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of experienced it, not being able to go to the barbers, just being at home and just allow the hair to grow. And then, I guess, connected with the ancestors and I guess more knowledge now.
and so you decided to wear locks.
Man, just connect with the ancestors on that level, man. So, and I'm liking it, actually. I like it. It's just, it feels free. It feels like a different chapter for me as well. A new vibe, you know what I'm saying? New energy.
But Charlie, you've given us hits, so you've given us hits.
There's more pending as well. There's more pending.
I mean, hits.
There's more. I love music. I love writing music.
Man. I mean, feels ODG and the hits. Jeez.
We just hit 1 billion streams as well, actually, on one of the songs. So, Light It Up. So, definitely, I'm grateful, man, that people stream my music, man.
So do you get people streaming from this side of town, Ghana?
We get streams from everywhere. I've told them 1 second. Yeah, we get streams. We get streams everywhere, man. To be honest, I think Ghana could be more active on the streaming platforms for sure. But I think now that Spotify is now here and Apple Music are all like making moves here, I'm sure people are going to be more active. But my streaming, I think my top streaming country is probably the UK.
Okay.
And there's some other random countries in Europe and America, Australia, and then Ghana, then Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa. So yeah, my streaming territories.
It looks like
very wide.
Yes, it looks like your promotional strategy is kind of centered on or focused on that side much more, and not the side of town. Is it because of the population or the size?
No.
Is that the reason?
What you're saying is not true, though.
I'm asking. I
don't think we should restrict Ghana's listening pleasure to a specific type of sound. Do you understand? I definitely make music for my people. I make music for Ghanaians. I make music for non-Ghanaians as well. So to me, I just make good music. And good music, you can't, tie it down to a specific territory. So I don't specifically target any country. I just make great music for the world because I want people to remember me for making great music. If you hear my catalog, you can see that I did different styles from Azonto to Antenna. Then I flipped it with £1 Million Girl. Then I flipped it with Brefier with Damian Marley. Then you've heard Fallback with Simi. That's a different vibe.
Straight.
Do you understand? Then I flipped to No Daylight.
Tonight.
Like, and then I flipped to with Tiwa Savage. You get me? So I don't stick to a certain type of sound. I always like to explore as an artist, and I want my freedom as an artist. So I don't specifically make music thinking that I want it for a specific territory. I just make great music for the world.
But
and I've been blessed enough to for the world to stream my music.
On the real, you made us all proud when you opened. What was the
AFCON,
game? Was
the finals?
Yo,
yeah.
it was something. I was like,
African Cup of Nations,
and I watched it with goosebumps.
Listen, I performed with goosebumps because as soon as I stepped on that stage, I was like, yes, Ghana, let's go.
Hey.
Like even Ghana didn't make it to the final, but we made it on stage. Like we in the finals.
In fact, that was some pride right there. In fact, I was so excited.
Yeah,
I sat in my living room watching it quietly. Like, yo,
I know, that was a blessing. Trust me,
brother.
I was on stage with goosebumps as well. The African Cup of Nations finals. I was like, I really wanted Ghana to be in that finals. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. I was still on stage, and it's a massive stadium. And,
I want you to
all the lights.
I want you to school us through this. So, what did you lobby for it? Were you approached? If yes, that's the first question. Secondly, the set. I mean, the lightning, the magic, all of them. Did you script them? Or all of them were done for you?
So they approached me because they're looking for somebody that could represent Africa to the world.
Okay.
Somebody who's not just been making music to rep Africa, also who's been pushing that narrative for the world to see Africa in a different light, right? So they came to me because of the music and the movement, right? And then when we linked up, was in Egypt, right? When we linked up, we all sat down and had a meeting. It's a production meeting. And at this production meeting, you see the plan, but they came with the ideas that they had. Do you understand? I came with the ideas that I had, and obviously I was letting them know that Ghana, we have to represent Ghana on stage. We have to make sure that we're not just Ghana, we also have to represent Africa to the world.
Right.
So you kind of let them know what your vision is, and we both share, my team and their team share different ideas. And then after we all put the ideas together, we had to do rehearsals with like about 60, 70 dancers. It was crazy.
Wow.
And the choreographer was even from some next country. Yeah, like, and just different people from different parts of the world all came together for this moment. And it was so beautiful that Ghana music can actually bring people together like this. And we were having a discussion about representing Africa to the world. So it was definitely a special moment, for me in my career. And then, when it was time to go, we had already rehearsed and everything was the lighting, everything was just fire.
Charlie.
Fire.
Hey.
Bro.
When I saw it, I was like, how much is this guy going to be paid?
Yeah.
I'm sure that was some good money, huh?
Yeah, that was serious, man. That was a blessing.
See if he's not telling you.
No, more food for Andy. Don't worry, man. More food, man. More food for Andy.
That was good, man.
Yeah,
man. Listeners, in the studio, Fuse ODG record. Are you still in touch with them?
Yes, from Amsterdam. Yes, I am. Chris and Jeremiah and OT the guitarist. He's from Ghana actually. But this song, oh man, it's so big. But I'm definitely in touch with them. These guys, they actually made Jekka.
Okay, your new song.
Yeah, actually made Jekka. But these guys are legends, man. And even just the live instrumentation on this it's just mind blowing. But definitely I'm in touch with them, man. So yeah, man.
This song, at the time you released, we all had a year of return.
Yes.
Was it adapted?
No, so this song was made a year before the year of return, and
which could have been easily used.
Which exactly. So I don't know how the idea came, but I'm always kind of like, I feel like the ancestors are always talking to me. So it kind of felt like like I had this idea about our people coming back home. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously the hook came to me, the idea came to me, but I knew that I had to get somebody that also can represent on the Caribbean side, because I'm representing Africa. So I actually went to LA to meet Damian Marley, and he invited me into his home in Miami. And I actually did the record with Damian Marley, finished it in Miami with Damian Marley, but it was made a year before the year of return. Actually, they made it the soundtrack for the year of return.
Okay.
So the Ministry of Tourism approached us about making it the soundtrack for it, and it was perfect, and it looked like I planned it for the year of return, 'cause obviously a friend in breath here, but it was made before.
When they were looking for tourism ambassadors, were you one of them?
Yes, I was actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I was.
Do you think we've done enough?
Nah, definitely not. There's so much more to do. There is so much more to do. I feel like they could have supported the ambassadors a lot more. Like for me, I did a lot because I did Tina Festival, and this is all. These are all things that we were planning to do anyways. The festivals, to even obviously the school. To me hosting different artists coming to Ghana and inspiring other artists to move back home. These are all things that I was already doing, and I guess it just made perfect sense to team up with them. But I guess they could have offered more support. But not saying that they haven't done much, but they do a lot. It's just that it's still not enough. And I guess there's a lot more that they can do. Do you know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate the tourism board for the support that they gave us to us in our past events. But definitely they could have done more with the ambassadors, because there was a lot more people than me, that was appointed. But me, I've always been active regardless. So yeah.
Have you approached them with any plan?
No, they worked with us with Tina Festival. They helped with like hospitality, when people land at the airport. They helped with the transportation. You understand? There's little things that they helped with that added extra touch. But of course, they could have done more. Do you know what I'm saying? But, you can't always wait for the government to do. As a people, we have to just stand up and just work. And, I wish there was more support. But if there isn't, we still have to move. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do appreciate the little things that they did to kind of add to what we were doing.
Your school, how's it doing?
Yeah, we've finished. We've done the primary school and the secondary school now. So yeah, I'm very grateful to everybody that donated and helped for us to build We're launching soon. I think it's September actually. So yeah, we now have a secondary school. It's been a long way. Like Andy, like we've been working on this for a minute, and I'm so grateful that it's now up. I'll show you some pictures actually when we're done. I'm going to post some pictures on my social media as well, so people can see the progress from when we first started to where we are now. But yeah, I'm so grateful that the school is finally up. It's going to be, right now we have like 250 kids.
Wow.
And then I have a secondary school to go to, you know, and yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the support that we've had for him.
So what's the plan for underprivileged students or pupils? Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to, if you can't afford the school, you don't have to pay anything. We also have orphans there who stay over when school's finished. It's about 60 of them.
Wow.
That stay over. So it's quite fun.
So
for
it's
the
like
kids,
what, a hostel or
yeah, well, there's
a dormitory?
Yeah, it's like a dormitory kind of thing. But yeah, I'm grateful to be able to provide homes for these people. And yeah, big up to Woodworld Missions, who are like the company that we're actually working with. And Reverend Mercy, who's like the woman that's on ground, that's always, you know, making sure that everything is getting done, you know. But yeah, I'm grateful to be able to be part of such a life-changing legacy, you know, kind of project, you know. Whoa. Yeah, you should come to the school with me, Andy. Actually, you should come.
Are you a football fan? You like soccer?
You know what? Yeah, I get so busy that I actually don't get to catch up with what's happening in football.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm seeing what's happening though.
But what's your team?
I support Tottenham actually, but that's actually it's because my uncle, the studio that I was using, my uncle was supporting Tottenham, so I was just supporting my uncle, to be honest. So I haven't really kept up with the matches, but I love playing football though. Actually.
Oh really?
I play every Sunday.
Okay.
Actually, so I love playing football.
You don't have any local team? You don't support any local team?
Obviously, me, Santininti. Kotoko.
Straight. You see the reason? I'll continue to promote you. The reason, Mr. Logic, you see, finally, I've got someone that supports a good team. This guy will be blessed in the mighty name of God.
Amen.
Ofunu 14. Joining losers team. Finally, I've got someone that supports a good team. Man, I mean, you'll be house guy. You are not talking today.
Wow.
You don't go talk today, you. Finally, Charlie, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
come
you.
On now. You know the
nice one there. You brought me some excitement this morning. Let me read some of the comments before Mr. Logic comes in. I take Midu Sandy Dusty Fuse is a great artist, no doubt. He's doing the more action than just words, more blessings. But please, I learned he burnt a Bible. Can you please ask him if it's true? And if yes, why?
That's not true. That's not true.
I think there was a picture of Jesus.
So it was not Jesus. It was a white man who posed as if he was Jesus.
Okay.
So I've got an issue with you know, Ghana and Africa and black people in general worshiping this image of Christ that's not his true likeness. Because I feel like for us to actually be true to who we are as ourselves, as black people, we should not be looking up to a white man who is positioning himself as God, because that's what's happening. And it's so sad that growing up, the first time I saw a white man was the Jesus poster. And I honestly thought that was Jesus, but then actually it wasn't Jesus. It was just a white man who was posing as Jesus. So for me, when I saw that, it made me think that white people were like gods. So already as a child, I was programmed
you bowed to them.
Yes, I was already programmed to think that the white man was better than me because they don't sin. They're saints. That's God. Do you understand? And I feel like that's affected our decisions as a generation and as people in Africa. I feel like even our leaders, when they sit down around table with white people, they will obviously hand over everything to them because they will trust them more. Right. Because we've been conditioned to think that whoever that's lighter is better. Do you understand? So to me, we need to tear down that false image of Christ and worship God in its purest form. We're not supposed to be worshipping false idols, but we've been doing that from early. And as Ghanaians, you know, like I'm also ubisa questions about Bodam. So okay, like it's those kind of things that stopped us from questioning things. But as children of God, we have to question things. You know, when you're walking around with your child, oh, daddy, what is that? What is that? We're supposed to question things, and children are so pure that they question.
Right.
And we have to stay true to that purity and question how we were brought up religiously, because really that picture of Jesus is not Jesus. I truly, you know, I'm a Christian, right? But I want to be a pure Christian where I'm worshiping God directly through Jesus,
right,
but not through that image. Okay. So for us, we were not just burning a picture of Jesus, of course, hell no, you know, or heaven no, should I say. It was burning a false image, you know, that's oppressed the people of Africa, because I feel like that's what's even caused people to bleach their skin, to feel like they'll feel more pretty if they actually, you know, look to lighter. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's affected so many ways in our decision making. It's affected our leaders. I feel like a lot of issues that we're having now, even when you see the churches and it has the white Jesus, that doesn't make sense, because that's not Jesus. So why are we not worshiping God in its purity? Why are we worshiping these false images? So to me, that image was me trying to, you know, give a message to say that we need to stop, because this is a false image. We need to stop worshiping this white image.
Okay.
You know that's false. So it wasn't about. But people took it as if it was Jesus, and that's the problem, because for you to see that picture as Jesus means you're worshiping a false idol, because that's not Jesus.
Okay.
It's a white man posing as Jesus.
Okay, I know how African mothers revere Jesus. Well, especially we are Santini, so definitely.
Of course.
And I'm sure when you were younger, you saw that picture in your home.
John 3:16.
Has your mom seen that post?
Yeah, of course. My mom
what did she say?
She agrees with me.
Really?
Of course, she agrees with me. She agrees because Jesus actually looks like you and I.
Right.
He's actually of a darker hue. So he actually, but I made her question it, and then she actually said, actually, you're right. You know, we've been worshiping a white man all these years. You understand? And it doesn't make sense for us to be worshiping a false idol. Like, do you understand? So she actually agreed with me and was quite proud of me to actually create, because it started a conversation. And sometimes we need to start these conversations, because I don't want my kids to grow up to think that the white man is God. So therefore they have to succumb to this image that's false. I want them to believe that God is real and Jesus is real, but we don't have to worship an image and claim that's Jesus. That's how we are losing as black people. So I want my kids to actually grow up and be proud of who they are as black people, and be proud in their complexion and in their skin. Right now, a lot of how we feel inferior is because of this image of white man being better, and they've managed to do that to us from early. They came and they gave us this image, and they said we should forgive them for everything that they've done to us, for all the slavery, how they captured us and took us away from our homes. They did that, and they said, but forgive. Do you understand? And they gave us this image, and we held on to it. But as people, when we've grown up now, you and I, Andy, we need to question these things. Have you ever seen Jesus before? But do you believe that picture was Jesus?
I didn't believe until the person they used as image, or they portrayed as Jesus, came to deny or refuse.
Right. So the person actually came forward.
Yeah.
People kept going up to him.
He's a British.
People kept going up to him and bowing down to him, and he was confused.
I was even getting very, very close to doing an interview with him. I was to his team.
I wish you did, because people need to realize that that's actually not Jesus.
I hope he's still alive. I was very, very close to getting,
because the real Jesus didn't go and do a photo shoot. He didn't go and do any photo. How did they? There was no photo shoot of him sitting there with his hand like this. Do you understand? So it was an image that they used to make us feel inferior. Do you understand? For us to look at the white man as a higher being, but that's not the truth. They've lied to us so much that we're now turning on each other, because it's easier for a black man to look down upon another black man, but then when they see a white man, you know, they see them as better. But this is all because of this image that's been planted. It's a bad seed that we need to uproot. And that's what that burning of that image was. We need to destroy it and rebuild. That's the only way we can have leaders who have a great mentality of self-love. They love themselves. I believe that you look like Jesus, so therefore I'm going to treat you like your God. That's what we're doing with the white people right now. We need to do that with black people.
Wow. Hill Federer James says, that's Deborah. These are Facebook messages. Papa also likes, he asked him about his relationship with Killbeatz. Well, we've dealt with that. Abner Cranton says, do you know, I'm really not paying attention to anything Fuse is saying. Just his English is giving me orgasm.
Already. And you can't tree and patch. Obana Bema.
Oh, you're afraid of Abner Cranton.
Oh, no, you can't, bro.
Remember, they can make a tree. So, you'll be telling your kids about this Jesus you don't this picture you don't believe. Okay,
it's a picture. It's not Jesus.
Okay,
it's a picture of somebody portraying.
You don't have children for.
But you didn't answer my question. Do you think that image is Jesus?
As I said,
the white man.
No.
Okay.
And I even mentioned.
So we are on the same page.
Yes, and I even mentioned that I believed it until that person even came out.
And some people still believe it. And that's
sure,
why,
because that education hasn't gone down. And that is the
reason. Do you think that's a problem, Andy? When you're walking around or driving in your car or riding a trotro and seeing other trotros,
and the picture is displayed
with a
boldly
of a white man portrayed as Jesus, and this is the image that we're praying and putting our life on. Your prayers are not going to be answered because you are looking at the false idol. You're already breaking the commandments. So you're worshiping the false idol. So therefore you are praying to a picture. You're not praying to God. And one thing that's great about God is that he sees purity in our hearts. And if he knows that you've been genuinely deceived, he'll still listen to you.
Okay.
But for our mentality and for our for as a people and building future leaders, we can't have our kids thinking that when they go and sit next to a white person, the white person is more godly than them, the white person is better than them. We have to let our kids believe that they are what Jesus looked like, because that's closer to the truth than what the white man has given us.
Right. Now, Nancy Flexi says, Andy Dusty, you guys are making me confused here. That picture here in Africa, like Jesus, was out more about 1,000 years. Now, so you mean he's still alive? No, that picture hasn't been out for about 10. Listen, that guy, they only used someone to act as Jesus. Mm-hmm. And this guy, that movie became so popular.
Yeah.
And it's not even 1,000 years. Are you telling me?
Yeah, it hasn't been 1,000 years. But don't you think it's disturbing that these images are in our churches? And the pastor is preaching with this image behind him. People are going and bowing down to this image. And it's of a flesh, a white man that you don't even know. You don't know the kind of lifestyle he's living. And this is the man that you're worshiping. He's probably out there, like holding himself out. You know what I'm saying? And you are there worshiping him. He's a sinner.
You're right.
You're worshiping a sinner.
Okay,
and he doesn't even want to be that person. You just said it. He doesn't want to. People go up to him and he said, "No, leave me alone. I'm not Jesus." But why are we pushing this image on our children like this? And our elders, it's too late for our elders, but we need to focus on our kids. And we can't make our kids think that that's Jesus. And that's what I don't want. And that's what burning that image was about.
Okay, let's get back to Twitter and read some more comments. Ma Janet Bass says, I want to know how he teams up with the dance crew in his No Daylight tune. Like the teamwork in there was dope. Not to talk about the dance, man.
That's legendary, man. Yeah, I mean, we've changed the subject, but with the dance, I'm linked up with many dancers in London, and we shut down. We literally closed the whole of London. Now we took over from the train stations to the shopping centres, man. It was special, man. Yeah, but I love that. I love putting different dancers together and just killing it.
I rock the boy. I said, Mr. Dusty, please tell Fuse ODG that I just followed him on Twitter. Shout out to you, Andy Dusty, for the great work.
Yeah, man. Message me so I can follow back, my brother.
Right. You have been doing in the music industry. You're a legend, man. Well, thank you. Kwesi Wilson says, please play a song with Kwame Eugene and Kiddy, African Girl.
African Girl.
Asenso Fidelis says, Andy, tell Fuse to release another banger with Sako there. Okay.
My brother.
Okay. Oji Wangana says, hey, Andy, his antenna song always remind me of my first day at school. My very first day I got to school, that was the song playing at the entertainment hall. So I really like that song.
How old is this guy? Wow. His first day at school.
I'm sure it's going to be probably university or secondary school, maybe. Adnoete 112 says, good morning, Andy, and your guest Fuse. Please ask him how his school is doing. Well, we've discussed it.
Yeah,
Rock the Boy says, we can't wait for him to work with Killbeatz again. Well, he's a famous loud inside of Buffalo Boutique at a Sherman Market. Okay, now, Ojiwan Ghana says, Andy and Hitz FM will never disappoint. Thank you for bringing the king. Please ask him what he doesn't like about Ghana as a country, and how did he feel when he performed at the opening ceremony of the AFCON.
Oh, wow.
Stop It says, good morning, Andy. Good you asked Fuse about Tiffany. Spanner is a classic GH tune. Really hope they link up again. Margin Ebasa, I love the energy in the studio. Big up Fuse doing the listening live in Psychophodia. Okay, so when we come back, Mr. Logic and Ria are in the studio, and they will come in with their questions. Before that, Fuse ODG, you've really made us proud.
Thank you.
To the Grammys.
Yes.
To the Grammys.
Yes.
When we come back, Ghanaians and Grammy. Ghana and the Grammys. What at all is really driving us crazy about the Grammys? Yeah, every musician's pride is to win a Grammy or to hit that pinnacle. But let's hear what Fuse ODG has to say about when Ghanaians were fuming about not winning any Grammy. Do we forget easily? Sarkodie just mentioned that we don't hold on to moments. Does he agree too? We'll be right back. Okay. He says, I never cease to say and repeat to the world since 1977, I am not Jesus Christ. I am just an actor and a British comedian.
Exactly.
I am hurt and tired of seeing my photos displayed in places of worship and others worship and pray to me.
See?
I just made a film for a living. So people should stop loving and praying to me.
See?
Burn my pictures and worship the only God in truth.
See?
Amen.
He even said it himself.
Yeah. So that was Robert Powell right there.
And that's what we did.
And I remember immediately I saw this, I started researching on him. And that was how I got a bit closer. And he's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah.
So the Jesus of Nazareth movie.
But then people are still not listening to this message. Can you imagine?
Well, I think such a person, once you get an interview with him to explain vividly how he even got the role, because some of the questions I want to ask him is, in fact, the first question I wanted to ask him at the time, this was like 15 years ago.
We need to get him on the show.
Now, I wanted to ask him that when they asked him to come play the role, did they show him any picture, or what did they tell him to depict?
Yeah.
I mean, what did he see that looked like him? Yeah. Did he ask questions? So I wanted to find out much more, and it's never too late. It's good you've brought it up.
Yeah, and so it's very sad, man. But it's a good conversation for us to have, to make sure that we actually worship God in its pureness. For sure.
Okay, so before you went for the break, I was asking you about the Grammys.
Yes.
So you worked with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
And it landed you a Grammy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It really made us proud.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
How did you feel when Ghanaians were fuming that, we've not won a Grammy? Some might even say we've never won. There's no Ghanaian who's gotten that close.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I feel like we need to be careful that we don't equate the Grammy to talent. Ghana has some of the best talent that the world has ever seen. And for the Afrobeat scene, Ghana has contributed next to Nigeria more than any other country in the world. We have broken records that nobody has ever broken before, right? So Ghana, to me, is way above the Grammys, because the Grammy doesn't equal the talent of the artist. Bob Marley has never won a Grammy before in his life. But to me, to everyone as well, he's one of the best musicians in the world. Mm-hmm. So we need to be very careful, because it's very demotivating, because the artists are working very hard. And to me, we should not, raise this Grammy thing to a level where it's like we're equating it to like the talent and the hard work of Ghanaian musicians, because we work so hard. And we've done so much that we can celebrate. We always focus on the wrong things. Eventually, when it happens, again, we should celebrate it, but we should not hold on to it, because it's man-made. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, all these artists are making great music, and they're pushing Afrobeats to the world. They're pushing Ghana to the world. So we should not fixate on this man-made object that Kanye, who was it that was even like urinating in the
That's
Grammy?
Kanye.
That Kanye was urinating inside of. Why are we fighting for such object? It doesn't make any sense. Let's build our own platforms. Let's support Ghana Music Awards. Let's support 3 Music Awards. Let's support our own so they can come over here and we give them the award so they can complain when they don't get the award.
Right.
So we need to learn to build our own so the world comes here for award shows. Why are we so fixated on going over there? Again, it goes back to the white image of Jesus. I'm telling you, bro, why
This thing
are
is
we
making you go
lifting
bonkers,
the white
man.
man over us every time? It's the same as the false image, the white image that we're using. Ghana Music Awards should be just as great as the Grammy. Why? Because we have to make it that big. We have to make our own brand as big to the world so they can come over here. You see what happened with the Year of Return? People came. They come to Ghana to enjoy themselves just the same way you would go to Miami.
Right.
Because we believe that you can come and turn up and have a great time in Ghana as well. And that's what's happening. We have to believe in our products so people can come over. So we can refuse them so they can also complain in their countries. So why are we so fixated on the wrong things? So again, we need to just learn to celebrate Ghana talent, learn to build our own and focus on building our own platforms so we can actually say no to other people, because all these award shows that they're doing over there are not real. It's all relationships, and it's all, there's so many artists that deserve it that don't even get it.
If you're talking about depending on relationships, then it means you had a certain relationship to win your Grammy with Ed Sheeran. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I didn't come screaming to everyone that I got a Grammy. I gave it just as much love as I gave my Ghana Music Award. Do you understand? Because you have to, whenever somebody praises you, you have to not get so fixated on it. You can celebrate, but you move on and you can continue to build, because it's the same person that will also devalue you. So we have to be very careful that if it's a win, we celebrate. If it's a loss, take it, you move on. But you don't kind of raise it so high that when you don't get it, it kind of messes up your whole journey or where you're supposed to be. So we have to be very careful that we focus on celebrating our Ghana talent, focus on building our own platforms, and we don't fixate on the wrong things whenever we don't get things from the other side. Because why is it that we raise it so high that we start to like even make our artists feel demotivated? It doesn't make any sense. It's man-made. It's man-made. Same way even the mobiles, I was proud of that. I was proud of that moment, but it's still man-made. You still have to be careful that you don't get lost in that world. Do you understand? We have to continue to focus on the right things and us building our own thing. We need to just focus on supporting our artists, celebrating their moments and building them up so other people can come over here to our award shows.
I see. Now, the VGMA, yes.
Excuse me, he didn't actually answer your question.
Go on.
Yeah, the question Andy posed was in relation to relationships and award receiving.
Right.
But you didn't answer that.
Yep.
I'll be great if you...
Okay, so I don't know anybody on the Grammy board. Do you understand? So it's definitely not based on... As far as I'm concerned, I don't know anybody in the Grammy. I don't know anybody in the mobiles. Everything that I've won, I'd like to think that's because of my hard work.
So would you want to withdraw what you said?
So even Ed Sheeran, he didn't get a Grammy for so long that he stopped going. Because he felt like all his hard work was always overlooked. So he stopped going. And that's the year that he won. That's the year that we won. Do you understand? When he stopped going. So I know that for him, Ed Sheeran is like one of the biggest artists in the world. So eventually they had to give him a Grammy. Eventually they had to. So you kind of have to look at it like, was it based on his talent? Was it based on, or was it based on them feeling like, okay, eventually they have to, or else the people are going to go crazy? And sometimes I feel like award shows sometimes do that, where they feel like we should have given it to them last year, but we didn't. Do you understand? So it's all a game. It's not real. These awards are not real, but we hold them so high and we let it distract us.
So this is purely your point of view.
This is my point.
His opinion.
Thank you.
It's my point.
I just wanted to, because it looked like the way you put it out, it was like that was it. It was.
No,
that's why Andy had to ask. That's why Andy came in to ask for clarification.
Everything that I'm saying is my point of view. It's my opinion.
Right.
I don't hold these awards so high that I let it distract me.
Okay.
If I get it, great. If I don't, I move on.
How about the VGMAs? Well, this is home based, but your songs are not nominated.
Yeah, there's sometimes, of course, as an artist, you feel like, why didn't they nominate me, or why? But this happens everywhere in the world. But again, I still focused and I still carried on doing what I was doing, and I was able to win awards in other places without paying attention to them. And I think a lot of artists should not map their vision based on award shows, or else they'll be so disappointed, because it's man-made. Okay. Anything that's man-made is bound to let you down. So you have to focus on changing lives with your music. You have to focus on building your own lane. You have to focus on your own journey, and everything else, all the other blessings will follow.
Okay, so with that, with the VGMAs and 3 music awards and other award shows, do you think Ghanaians have supported you enough?
I feel like a prophet is never respected in his own country. And you know what it is, yeah? And it's very sad. It's very sad that when somebody leaves the world, that's when they start talking about all the things that they've done. And it's really bad. It's really bad. But again, it's the same people that build you up, the same people that will probably criticize you. So you have to be very careful that you don't focus.
Okay.
And you don't focus on the external environment, and you focus on your journey. Of course, I feel like Ghanaians can support Fuse ODG a lot more. I'm the most streamed Ghanaian artist ever. But you guys don't talk about it. Do you understand? I'm not specifically saying you, but there's a lot more noise that could be made with all the things that I've achieved. I've done so much, Andy. I've sacrificed so much for Ghana everywhere I go, representing Ghana. Ed Sheeran coming to Ghana, I made sure I didn't go over to him. I made sure he came over here. Okay. I made sure he learned Tree so we can make a song in Tree. I made sure, do you understand, just to put the culture on the map. I've done so much, sacrificed so much for the country, but I don't feel like it gets reciprocated. But I don't do it for that. I do it because I know I want to build a legacy. I want to change lives with my music. I want to raise my platform so I can be able to build more schools. So you have to have a bigger vision as an artist, or else you'll be demotivated all the time if your success is based on praises. Again, it goes to the award shows as well. If it's based on praises and what people say, then you'll be demotivated. Because I don't get enough praises. I'm not going to lie to you, Andy. But I don't focus on that. I wish. It's nice to get it. And if I do get it, and even me sitting here, it's based on relationship.
True.
Do you understand? It's based on our relationship and the fact that you appreciate what I do, and we managed to build a relationship based on that. Do you understand? But if Andy didn't invite me, I still have to focus and make music. It's the same. Andy's like Grammy. Do you understand? If I get it, we celebrate. If we don't, we still move and we still focus on the journey. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, I think as artists, we can't fixate so much on man-made stuff. We have to keep pushing.
You've been quiet. Before you come in, happy birthday to you, Beatrice Adoma Sesu. Beatrice Adoma Sesu, beautiful Beatrice. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. This one is from Jennifer Sinam Atadika. Jennifer is wishing you a special happy birthday. Beatrice Adoma Sesu, happy birthday to you. Mr. Logic, please shoot.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning, my brother.
Yeah, man. Andy, I like to switch a little bit because the morning turned accent. Everybody has to speak accent. You have to go island.
So you have to bring your island. Yeah, man. No, you have to switch. Anything under the sea, man, I think
you go straight island.
Man, switch the vibes, you know.
Yeah, man.
Go straight island way because he's a London base, I suppose, can understand me better. You know.
We can understand you.
I believe
we can understand.
If you can't understand, you have to keep quiet.
Work with it. You have to work with it if you can't understand me. You have to work with it.
You have to work with it.
Yeah, man. Yesterday you prayed in Patois. Yeah,
I said
God
prayed in Patois.
You prayed in Patois. God understood that.
Give thanks to Jah. He didn't pray.
Yeah. So first of all, I must say, I really admire the fact that you deal with straight black consciousness and repatriation.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, you know, and it makes a lot of sense because some of us, we have the same belief. We don't believe in the grieving images and the whole Christ story that been put out there. So, and the picture people pray to. Me don't pray to that picture there. So, the first time you see I burn up that picture there was more like, yo, you have somebody that think like you.
Right,
you know, yeah. So, pick up yourself for that.
Yeah,
next thing is how you think big and did I run the whole Africa?
I appreciate
I can say like once a time, Andy, we can say Fuse was the biggest African art who are run Africa.
Yes, sir.
From London and across the world.
Yes, sir.
And you break a lot of barrier, you know.
Thank you, bro.
But at a point, come like the thing deep, you know. I said, but why the man there? Look like the man just quit or him retire. And so this morning, you make me and us understand that you not quit. The world still around.
Never.
Yeah. So next thing is the school achievement.
Yeah, appreciate.
You know, if I have to count the number of achievements and the things that you do, school one of the things that where I really rate.
No, I appreciate.
Yeah, it's a thing I rate so much because you're putting back to the society and you give back education to the youth. Yeah. The other thing that I really want to focus and talk about is seriously.
Wait for it.
Oh, like him wait for it.
There will never be a submission by Mr. Logic without touching on controversy. Because I've been waiting for that controversial question.
I know, right?
Me waiting for that controversial.
Yeah, wait for that.
Yeah,
wait for that. Yeah. You know, I was just about to say that Fuse, it looked like you're the first Ghanaian to take a Grammy, like a co-written song, and take a Grammy from it. But then, did I look for say like you take an entire Grammy for like an album of the world music, just like Burna did. But because you did bigger than Burna, but then you give it a different understanding, a different picture to how you look at Grammy, and from your understanding, you tell me, don't look at the Grammy, it's a man-made thing, you know. Me look at achievement like what we can give back to society.
Yes. Yeah,
but
exactly.
do you sometimes feel like when Burna win or when he won the awards, he won the Grammy, did you feel like, because your win was a co-written award.
It's a team,
It's a teamwork. Yeah. Did you feel like you let down Ghana as you deep and kind of withdraw and the Grammy got to Burna? How that make you feel? Like Ghana should not take it?
No, I was happy for him. Of course, it's a moment that he celebrated, and you can't take it away from him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It was a great moment for him, for Africa, for Nigeria. But I definitely don't think that I let anybody down. I don't think any Ghanaian, I mean, some other Ghanaian artists might feel like that, which I can understand. But again, my mentality refuses to allow me.
Yeah.
Even when I got the Grammy with Ed, my mentality refused to allow me to raise it so high.
Yeah, and
I know and next person would have do you know what I'm saying? My mentality. So it's the same thing. My mentality didn't allow me to feel disappointed, because sometimes I have to stop myself, because I'm like, why are we always allowing these guys to certify us? Why is the authentication based on this? Your talent is bigger than that. This is man-made. But then I have to stop myself and allow them to obviously take in that moment, because it's a moment.
Great. Andy, the last thing is, I love the part where you say government supposed to get involved so we can bring down the Christ image.
Yep.
That I support. We have to bring it down, Andy.
No, bro.
That picture have to come off.
Very important.
It have to come off.
Really,
because you see,
seriously,
the consciousness, the black consciousness, powerful. And reasons why I read people who come from London, because it look like people from London more conscious than from America.
Yeah.
People who go to London, who live in London, because they have the Jamaica, then I push them consciousness, black consciousness. So I agree with you. It have to get to
the government.
It's a statical revolution. Bring down the grieving image of Jesus. Because the man himself tired. Andy, what the man say? He say, I'm tired. Don't worship me. Don't pray to me.
Exactly.
OG, big up.
Now I'm with him, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
The accent's on point, bro.
No, this is Jamaican. He's a real Jamaican. Jamaican.
Live there and come back.
Okay, hey Fuse. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to ask this. You seem to be a very, chill person. You don't really, from what you were saying right now, you were more or less like, you don't really look at the Grammys to determine what kind of talent you have and all that kind of thing. I wanted to know if you are not really into competition. You don't see, other artists as your competition.
Nah, competition is good. I like seeing, if I hear someone's verse, I'm like, let me go in the studio right now. I definitely love competition, where we have to make each other better. Because I even started from hip hop. and hip hop is all about competition and having the best lyrics and the best bars. So definitely, I love competition. I do look at competition, but I don't look at it in the sense of, you know, like award shows and things like that. I look at it in the sense that, like, oh shoot, LeBron James just did this. He's building a school. Alright, cool. Let's build our school. Like, you know, team up with my people. Like, I get inspired by other people giving back and doing their thing, and I feel like, you know, I want to raise my platform to be able to do that. So I look at those things, but I don't look at like things like, you know, award shows and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. Competition is good.
Yeah, I think Mr. Logic has commended you on most of the things I wanted to commend you on. But one thing I was really proud of you for was like the bringing out of the dolls.
Yes.
The black
dolls. Yeah.
Yes. I felt like you're making it look like black is beautiful, and I think I would like you to create curvier dolls.
Yes. No, so that's the next move for us.
People will use it. That's the real African image.
Yeah, that's the real African image.
No. Yeah, of course.
Because I just saw it.
More of an European figure put out.
I just saw it as a black Barbie doll.
Okay.
You know, with the whole body,
so,
like.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this so for people that don't know, Nana dolls is like the black version of Barbie dolls, because we wanted the kids to, especially our little girls, to look at themselves and feel like, wow, I'm beautiful. I look just like this doll, and for them to feel proud of who they are, for them to feel a sense of self-love. You understand? Yes, exactly. So actually, the dolls are actually bigger than the usual. So it's actually a little bit curvy, but we had to start from somewhere, right? And the next batch of dolls that we're going to be doing, so we're going to be doing
noses.
Yes, we're going to be doing different types that has bigger noses, curvier. You know, funnily enough, can you believe that it costs more to do a bigger nose, because it's like they're so used to doing thin noses.
Thin noses.
Yeah. So we actually had to fight for that. Do you know what I'm saying? But actually, we've got the design and everything, and we even have one from that's Jamaica, but was taken from Ghana, and her name is Nanny of the Maroon.
Yes.
And again, that one is supposed to help us realize that we're all from the same place, and it creates a conversation, because she's actually Oya Santini.
Yes.
You understand? And she helped our people and to escape when our people were enslaved. So it's supposed to start these kind of conversations, but for sure the curvy dolls are coming. Funnily enough, they got held at immigration. The dolls that we had, the black dolls that we had, it's like black women go through so much. Even the dolls were going through a lot. But yeah, definitely we're working on the curvier dolls, man. But trust me, we should make. You know, she's a good image to actually like go off of. You know, she has that look.
Yeah, she have it.
She has that look. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But notwithstanding, I think you're doing a marvelous job.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Don.
Yeah, Andy. All right, Fuse. Deep thinker. I remember the time you burnt the image of Jesus. I even did it on my show.
It's not Jesus.
The image of the supposed Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, I even did it on my show. You know, and you even shared it on your timeline. There was this guy outside who also shared it. I don't quite remember his name, but one of these guys on your. Now, the issue about us seeing Grammys as just normal and not getting too fixated about it is also very laudable, you know, because as a country, everybody's talking about Grammys, people rapping about Grammys, etc. You know, that is the thought of the common or the general artist. If I talk about common, I'm talking about an average thinking, how they think. You know, they feel Grammys is the apex. When you are there, I mean, that's it. I also like the thought on that. But you see, these laudable patriotic thoughts, sometimes I get a bit confused when I even hear the way you speak. Yeah, because
I can make a tree.
No, but not about the tree.
Okay.
I like the fact that you can speak tree, but I'm talking about even how you speak your English.
Consciousness.
Yeah, it gives the impression that you admire them secretly, kind of, that you have even imitated how they talk, but you are not aware, you are not conscious. Now you are living there. You are domiciled there. You come to Ghana often though, but I mean, that is your base. You know, and you enjoy the facilities that they bring. You know, that's what is contributing to make you who you are.
I have the right. I have the right to, because we as black people, we built it.
No.
They took us. I'm just saying.
If you answer, I wouldn't be able to land.
Okay, no.
Now, so I'm just trying to see how these two thoughts or these two line of actions come to a common point. You know, because one is left, one is right. I am quite looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit confused. If you could clarify, I'll be grateful.
As in you kind of need to clarify your question.
As in the fact that you sort of have your apron strings tied to the West, but you sort of every time try to tell us that Charlie, be proud of what you have.
Yeah.
It's like two schools of thought.
Yeah. So it's about black people in general, globally, not just black people here in Ghana.
Yeah.
Not just black people in Nigeria, not just black people in Congo, but black people also in the UK. Because as a black man in the UK, life is so hard, my brother. Like, you can go to a restaurant and they can refuse to serve you because of the color of your skin.
Yeah, it's real.
You understand?
Real thing.
So our Ghanaian people are over there suffering as well. Ghanaians are over in the US suffering as well because of the color of their skin. So yes, we have to fight in both territories because we have our kids over there. Everybody knows a family member that's abroad. Do you understand? So I have to fight in both worlds to make sure that they're respecting our brand. The reason why they're refusing to serve the black man is because they don't respect the brand of a black man. And how they've painted the brand of a black man is that a black man is a criminal. The black woman is over-sexualized and is a victim. And then, so with these thoughts, a white man now seeing a black man, they're not going to respect them because they're not seeing them as kings. They don't brand us as people that you have to respect. So therefore have to fight in both territories to change the perception of the black man, to change the perception of Africa. And that's what I've been doing. The people were not coming to Ghana in the past. People were not coming to Africa because they just saw us as charity.
So you mean just living there was the fight?
I mean, I didn't choose to live there because my parents decided to leave because life got hard. But when I grew up and I developed my own brain and I did my own research, I knew that my existence in this country cannot be in vain.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that the kid that's in London feels proud of being from Ghana and not feel like they have to hide it because these guys are painting us as monkeys and we're living on trees. The kind of images that they put off us were like a charity case to them. Like, that's why they don't respect us. There's kids with flies around their mouth and they're claiming they're from Africa and that we need their help. And that's why people were just donating to Africa rather than coming to Africa. But now that we've built Africa to be a continent where you can actually come and have a great time and invest, they're no longer looking at us as charity. It's no longer aid, it's trade. So it's always about looking at the long term, and my existence over there, to me, it can never be in vain. Some people don't care. Some people are over there and just enjoying themselves over there while suffering because they're getting treated a certain way. Black people are being killed by the police who are supposed to be protecting them because of the color of their skin. So to me, I have to fight in both territories. And it's so funny when I'm out there saying that Africa's the place to be, Ghana's the place to be, and I come home and then I'm seeing our people not even embracing their own culture and they're trying to emulate what's over there. And I bring, let's say, artists from over there to here, and it's like, I had to live what I was saying. And I felt like Ghanaians were not seeing how we were being portrayed over there. Because you're in it, you don't know how you're being portrayed. So we have to share our point of view. The only way you can see that they're seeing us as non-humans, they see us as animals, right? But somebody has to come back and say, yo, this is how they're seeing us. This is not good. We need to do something about it. We need to build so they can come here and respect us. And that's what's happening right now. People are coming at the moment to come and enjoy themselves and having a great time. And then they're starting to learn about the culture. And that's all because of the work that we've been doing to position Africa, changing the world's mental image of Ghana, of Africa, so then people can come and invest rather than seeing us as poor people. Do you understand? This is like, we're saving lives with what we're doing because now a next person is now, you go to a restaurant, they will respect you and see you as a king. When Black Panther came out, people started, putting their, fist up and being proud of who they are, and people started seeing Africa as the place to invest in. So to me, I have to play both territories, because my existence in over there cannot be in vain.
All right. So, in fact, thank you very much for the explanation. I believe that the likes of Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, and all the other big stars, you know, Sarkodie are also trying to do same. I mean, of course, they also visit, I mean, European and out, they do big shows. At least I think there's a fight that all of you are doing. You are good ambassadors for the country, and we very much appreciate that. But it was just very confusing for me.
But it shouldn't be confusing because there's black Ghanaians who live in the UK, black Ghanaians who live in the US.
No, you see, it's the way you it's like you always want us to believe in what we've got, and believing that this is ours, let's be proud about it. But you are not living that very example.
Self-love is not anything that is bad.
Yeah, I know. But I was looking at the example that he's putting up. So that's why I had to ask the question for the air to be clear. Because maybe some other people may also be having that thought.
Yeah, of course. Those thoughts does echo with certain people. Sometimes I speak about our issues and somebody thinks because I didn't grow up here, like, do I have the right? All I could do is just do what's right by me and by my mission and by my vision. Some people will listen, some people will not listen. But I know that I did the right thing by my journey. And that's all I can do. We read books not because the person that wrote the book grew up where we're from. We read books because we want to learn and better ourselves. So it should be the same mentality when you're listening to somebody else speaking. Do you understand? So
that's right. Hits 103.9 FM. Hey, don't, sorry.
Oh no, Mpacho.
We good? Are you good?
Time is
thank you. Quick commercial. When we come back, Fuse ODG has some new songs out. We need to hear them before we let him go because he just can't come and be talking about
that's
other stuff. And
very fair.
Fire for, I'm a rock star as well, you know. I'm a rock star.
It's very, very, very important. But before I go, I have to tell you about some 15 million Ghana cedis sitting quietly for you.
Hey.
Yeah.
You don't mean it.
Charlie, some cash day. Quietly. They cool. Now this season, there's the 15 million Ghana cedi Power Pot jackpot available to win every week by getting 17 results right. Now 15 million Ghana cedis. Now this ticket just cost 3 Ghana cedis. No wonder Bet Power say bet small and win big. And then there's the 500% win bonus. Bet Power offers, they offer a win bonus on every bet with 3 legs or more, going all the way up to 500% for bets with 45 legs. You can win big with a win bonus at any time. It doesn't matter how much you bet, what the odds are, or what markets you're betting on, as long as your bet has 3 legs or more. It qualifies for a win bonus. The place to find all these possibilities and opportunities to win big, including the chance to win that brand new Toyota RAV4, is betpawa.com.gh. That's betpower.com.gh. Now, if you are not yet 18, please stay off. We'll be right back. When we come back, Jekka will be on. Stay with us. Yeah. Very, very real. Real dude.
So real, man.
I like that guy, man. Okay. So, what were you saying in there?
What you saying, Andy?
What were you saying in there in the Jekka song?
Oh, no, I'm just spazzing out as an artist. Yeah, just spazzing out, just going crazy.
Hey, Bulldog.
Just spazzing out. Yeah.
Yo, Bulldog says it's a sick tune. Hey, Bulldog, Charlie, good to hear from you always.
Yeah, man.
Right. So, now, where do we get to stream these songs, man?
It's on all the platforms, man. All the platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Audio Mac, Boom, Play, all the platforms.
And the video is out on YouTube.
Yeah, everything is out. Video is out. Everything is out, man. I have another joint as well. I hope we have another. If we have time to play with Heavy K, it's called On a Million.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
What is with you and millions? Almost like you have £1 million girl.
You have to speak it into existence, my brother. You have to speak it. Everything you have to speak it, my brother.
Hey, brother, get us the million tune, man.
Yeah, man.
Aziz Nanajan is a Fuse ODG is one artist you can't predict.
For sure, that is true.
Please, Fuse ODG didn't answer my question. What didn't you like about Ghana? Nice song, bro.
Hey, we spoke about everything that we need to fix. A lot of them, but not everything. But yeah,
I'm sure you saw the Fix the Country thing.
Yeah, of course.
Did you add your voice to it?
Not enough. I did because I live it. I'm always fixing the country. That's why.
Okay. King Sayer says, "Wow, and this Fuse ODG guy is really deep. He's really emancipated from mental slavery. Wish we Africans learn." Okay. Emancipate yourself from. As this another journey says, I'm really finding it difficult to believe what the man is saying. I mean, coming out to say he's the one. They have used his image as Christ. That's not even true because that image has been there barely 500 years, and that man is not even 100 years.
Does he know the history?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, now Cassidy says, please ask Fuse ODG about the whereabouts of Mr. Hackett. It's been a while since I heard him mention.
Hackett. He was here 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's back in London, but he's coming back soon.
Okay, but you guys still working though?
Of course, man. That's my best friend, man.
Okay.
We grew up together, like literally grew up together.
So Fuse ODG got married secretly and no one knew, and they asked him about it.
I'm not married though.
Did you get engaged?
Soon come.
Okay.
Soon come here. I'm engaged.
You got engaged?
Yeah, I'm engaged.
To that beautiful lady I saw you with.
She's so beautiful, man. Beautiful.
If you know, invite me and you go see what go happen. you go see what go happen for here.
No, don't worry about it. We are going to be turning out together.
Right, I see. Okay, right. So, guys, so we're about ending. We're about leaving. Please, do you have it? Where's Badash? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so, Fuse wanted me to touch on something, but time no day. Time no day, so I beg.
You see about me?
No, I'll save it. Maybe discuss it later on.
There's so much to talk about, man.
So much. With Fuse, when you meet him, you need like 4 hours.
I swear.
4 hours.
We're too real.
Yeah. Are you downhearted? Are you looking for the fruits of the womb? Are you desiring for a miracle, or is there anything the Lord cannot do? Join Bernard Amankwa at the celebration of His Grace concert. The 14th edition, and experience God's power to change your situation as we worship with Bernard Amankwa, Kwesi Oting, Reverend Thomas Yosin, Irene Logan, Carl Clote, Lizine Tiamwa, and the Presence Band. It's happening at the National Theatre on Sunday, 19 September. Well, that's my birthday, 19 September. It's Sunday. I never knew it was a Sunday. Charlie, Sunday.
Oh, it's falling on your day. Oh,
yeah.
Sunday born.
Yeah. So
and let's declare that day for 4
What do you
days.
want?
And for 4 days, for 4 days, special for 4 days. So grab your tickets for 30 Ghana City single, 50 double at Nalem Clothing, Accra Mall, Nyonyo Essentials, East Legon, My Cell Phone Repairs, ANC Mall, Vida Cafe, Laboni, Stambic Heights, East Legon, and Accra Mall. Call 0244 614 9383 for more information. Sponsored by InnoLink Innovate, Controlite, Ray Roy, New Professionals, and Solid Media. Media partners: Joy FM, Adom FM, Hits FM, Asempa FM, Sunny FM, Daily Guide, and Graphic Showbiz. All COVID-19 protocols shall be strictly observed. Now, I'm sure we all have tanks, water tanks in our house. But this time, there's a new water tank from Duraplast. With this water tank, it tells you the accurate level of water you have in your tank. And so if, let's say, it's 5,000 liters, it means 5,000 liters. It has a very unique design. You should see it. It's not only beautiful, but it's also designed to carry accurate volumes of water. And of course, it's very durable and available in several sizes. Get yourself a water tank today from Duraplast. Water tank. What a tank. Right, let me get on Facebook and read some more comments. Well, when I posted it, I saw a lot of comments coming in. Fuse, people love you, man.
Thank you.
It's
man.
crazy.
I appreciate everybody as well, man. I love them too. Trust me. I die for Ghana, Every time I sacrifice so much for Ghana.
Do you have any intentions of running for government? Do you have any political ambition?
I definitely have intentions to better the country. And however way it is, I'm ready for it, and I'm on that journey. So,
right, I see. Daniel Armstrong says, "Good morning from Tema. Bless up, Andy." Dr. Khan of RPFM says, "I like his new tune." Future Boy said, "Please, good morning, Mr. Andy. God bless you for your good work, but I've never seen you upcoming artist on an interview before." What is he saying? That he has never seen me interview any upcoming artist on the show? Really?
There's a few artists that I've signed, Andy, I'm going to bring over. So just
but me every day. I mean, Tuesday and Wednesday, every week, every day.
So the guys have been talking for.
So some 90 Flex say you are not a regular listener. He does it. Well, he's also saying I do it only on Thursday. Well, I do it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Good. So 90 Flex says he's a very cool guy. Meeting him 2018 Fuse. I even told him to feature Ebony, but he said no. He doesn't He doesn't follow trends. I drove to the airport.
Whoa.
I drove him to the airport. I'm an Uber driver, and I was happy for him. So friendly.
Yo, Ebony is a legend. What? And I honestly, and I would even meet up a Bullet, and we'll sit down and would have conversations about taking her brand to the world. So we actually had those kind of conversations.
Okay.
Man. She's legend, man. May her soul rest in peace.
Flying my boy, why are you doing this to me? What's all this? Make you wanna say, how this guy will come here, open air conditioner on me like that? Money man, I'm there. Coach Bonnie, what's the Don? Why do I hear the Don? Where is he? Wow, look, you are fired. Coach Bonnie said one of my favorites, Fuse ODG. He is still the new Africa. Kenneth Yeboah said, Fuse ODG, I love his music. Simon Ano said, please bless a song for me. I need a verse from Fuse ODG to bless my verse.
Send me the song.
Okay.
If I like it, I'm with it.
Okay. Black Chingy says, this conversation will never end without Sarkodie's name popping up. Sarkodie is a benchmark. I'm sorry, we didn't even mention his name.
He's a legend, though. Sark is amazing.
Straight.
That's just what the person wanted, so let's give it to him.
Joe Combs Sigler Kofi says, good morning, Papa Andy. Please, may God bless you for the good work you're doing. But please, I would like to be on your show, Big Boss Andy. Okay, sir. Posh Mary Love Chuma is a much loved champion, my childhood mate from Perpetual.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Perpetual. Come on, say, yeah, Miko School or Perpetual.
Nice. Kweku Success. Yeah, I know, right? Swami boy.
Andy, I took you back.
Yeah. Kweku Success says, after breaking up with the camp of Killbeatz Addison, I can confidently say he hasn't been able to give us a hit song. Can he patch up any difference with him? We miss Killbeatz. Let's go in his songs now.
That's debatable.
Well,
that's very debatable.
For me, music drive me. Son said, I'm sorry, I cannot read this comment. Forgive me. Mickey Ashanti says, Andy Marchin or Chess say, Fuse say, catch a Fuse say, me person me nini me nu. Me person me nini me nu be infoni why. If you want to take a picture, come over and take a picture. We are leaving. Fuse, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
God bless you, man.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful. Your new song, Charlie, to watch it. We for ended properly. Fuse for dance to the song, Charlie. We for jam to it. What's Ria saying? You want to be in a relationship? I'm asking.
The new song, a remix with Shatta will work. Wow.
Yeah, but he has they already have a song, Laugh Out Loud.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but this particular
Shatta's
one,
a legend as well.
Yeah, which on the jack out.
He was spaz out as well.
Yeah, he go sport up.
The style on
it's true,
He go sport up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's why I said I need a remix.
Yeah.
Charlie,
I
need
am
it.
with that still.
Yeah, man. Right, Fuse, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me, Andy.
For all you're doing for Mother Ghana and for Africa.
Thank you.
The Don, where's the Don? Thank you, Ria. Thank you, Mr. Logic. Thank you very much for coming.
Great, brother.
And to my great team, Mr. Hagler, Fly Nima Boy, DJ Bridash, Nana Kwame Labi, Vigilante, thank you very much. And our technicians, we are so grateful. Same time next week, we shall meet again. Jay Foley is up next with Music Box, the weekend edition. God bless you all for listening. I'll be back again. And to Noella.
This is Hitz.